Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another video. This, if you've just watched the listing of these earphones, where I list all these earphones into my favorite to my least favorite. Um, this is just an extension to that. I said I was going to do this part in the other video, but now I'm going to do this one just to while I've got everything sitting out, and we'll do it in a separate video. So this is, as I say, we just listed all of these earphones, my favorite, and I talk about why and why not. What I want to do now is I want to pick my top two for bass, my top two for all around listening, my top two for budget, and my top two for critical listening. Let's go ahead and let's talk bass. Out of this list, there are a number of really good bass options. The creation of tribrid earphones has created a really nice place in the headphone world where you're kind of getting all of the best driver technologies. Tribrids, for example, have EST drivers, balanced armatures, and dynamic drivers in at the bottom, so you get the best of both worlds. It's not like when we used to have one driver technology, we would take a dynamic driver, we would get good bass slam, but we would lack some refinement and detail, or we would have all balanced armature and we'd be missing out on lower end impact, especially sub bass. This, what do you want me to do? Should I do? Yeah, let's pick out bass earphones. Let's do bass. Bass, good options for bass. If you're a true bass head, the Campfire Audio Mammoth are going to be right up your street. These are one-dimensional in terms of what you can listen to. This is for EDM, rap, hip-hop, pop, that sort of stuff. These have a thumping, deep sub-bass, but still retain like good speed and clarity for the rest of the range. They have decent extension in the treble as well, nice energy that isn't as hot as the Polaris. It's still up there, so you get the nice, like the cheeky build up in the music, boom, boom, boom. So you get that peak, and then you get the bass drop. The mids are slightly worn out on this one, but as a pure bass head's earphone, this is really, really good. I would keep this in combination with something like, say I had a The Audio Oracle or something like that. I would keep this on the side as a guilty pleasure bass head earphone for when I'm listening to a lot of bass music. So that's going to go up into bass head territory. Let's see if there's any bassy down here. This is the My Love. This is bassy and it's trash. Vajazzled earphones, if you didn't see the last video. The Honeydews are bassy, but they're overpriced. The not bassy Analytical, balanced armature, not bassy. PD1's not bad. Let's see. Sure Tape, they can thump if you're on a budget. $110, $130. Sure Tape, not the Pro. They can thump pretty hard, and they have some adjustability in them. So that's to keep in mind. I'm gonna go. There's not a lot of bass heavy earphones here. I say the Excalibur and the Solarises. So the Excalibur are not going to hit as hard as this. This is true ethereal sub-bass rumble. The Excalibur from The Audio is a tribrid. It could be used as a bass head earphone, but also one with versatility. It brings the bass when it needs it, whereas this has the bass more of all of the time. And I'm going to pick the Campfire Audio Solaris Original. These things can bang when they're tuned up right, and they take an EQ like nothing else. So Campfire Audio Mammoth, Solaris Original, the Audio Excalibur, and the Shure Tape. So let's put these all back in order. And in case you're wondering while you're watching this, this is the order, top to bottom, my favourites to least favourites, for various reasons. You'll have to watch the other video to see why. Let's do budget earphones, the best budget earphones. It just so happens we have two of probably the best budget earphones that I've heard in recent time, and a couple which I would consider are mid-budget. The Moondrop Aria and the TheAudio Legacy 2. This is a hybrid earphone, balanced armature and dynamic driver, and this one has a special dynamic driver inside it. This has beryllium driver in it, actually. Stunning bass, excellent highs, stunning accessories, stunning build quality, really, really good tuning. The tuning's fantastic on this. Both versatile earphones that are going to work well with a lot of music, sound great, very versatile, and are pleasing all-day listens. The only difference I would say is if you like a little bit more bass, this. If you want better build quality, this. If you want better overall tuning, probably the Arias. However, if you like something really quirky and you're looking for looks, don't dismiss the Blonde BL88. The other one, the elephant in the room, so to speak, is like if you've got $100 here and you can go $150 on the Tin Hi-Fi P1, do it. Those are god tier for the price. Like, they are one of my favorite earphones. I put them up there with $500 earphones. I love those things, and people think I'm crazy. I think they sound unlike the planar earphones, sound unlike other stuff. I really, really like that sort of spacey effect. Premium earphones. I think the Solaris, the Fearless Audio Roland. You might not have heard of Fearless Audio or the Roland. High-end tribrid earphones. They don't step up the sound too much over the current breed of mid-priced IEMs, and let's bring it into mid-priced IEMs. We have a lot of $500-ish earphones here, and my pick for $500, top three $500, Excalibur. Excalibur Oracle, because, you know, it is what it is. Oh God, do you know what? You need to go and watch my hybrid videos, because these are tribrids. All of these significantly outperform stuff like the FiO FH7. Yeah, I'm gonna go those three. EJ07M from Shure, the TheAudio Excalibur, and TheAudio Monarch. Not Monarch, sorry, the TheAudio Excalibur and TheAudio Oracle. Each of them have very similar characteristics. It's more sort of tuning and build quality preferences. I like these because the Excalibur, because they're more energetic, they're more versatile to the way I listen to music, but definitely the Oracle are going to fit a lot of people's needs, and similarly the Shure EJ07M is fantastic. Out of this best balanced armature earphones, I'm taking 1 and 2, and let's take these. Best balanced armature earphones, value for money, KZ AST, 24 drivers total, 12 each side. The only thing is they have a KZ cable and they are very bulky, but yeah, fantastic earphones. Kinera Sculled, one of the best looking earphones that I have ever broken by dropping on a table. The Kinera Sculled, one of the best looking earphones ever made. Excellent smooth sound presentation. Fearless Audio S8P, a little bit more refined, but I don't like the design as much. I think this looks a little bit tacky. What else have I got to do? Just out of this list, although I would advise that you go and get the Etymotic ER4. If you're doing critical listening, these are the Campfire Audio Holocene. Very, very nice earphones. Stunning Campfire Audio build quality and design. But I just think that you can get the same sort of use case for them from Etymotic. I don't know a lot of people that really like something this cold anymore. It's very flat and very balanced. So technically it's excellent. But you should also look at the ER series from Etymotic. Anything else I want to talk about? Best, I don't know, best tribrids, we got that. We got the Campfire Audio's best Campfire Audio headphones, the Rado 2020. I think overall value for money and smoothness of sound. So it's budget, base, everything, and let's do most overpriced. Mezzi Audio Right Penta. Came out at a time before all these tribrids existed, and it costs $1,000 something or $1,000, which these cost $500. These sound better, and there's not much difference in the build quality depending on whether or not you like a resin shell. And these have better cables and other stuff as well. The other one is the Campfire Audio Satsuma. I don't think it brings performance in terms of sound quality. It's a single balanced armature earphone. It's got no impact on the bass. It's a balanced armature, and it's basically you're getting an entry-level Campfire Audio, which is nice. You get all the accessories, you get the packaging, you get the build quality, and you get the look. But in terms of sound quality, there's other earphones that I think I've talked about that I would take easily over these, such as I would take the Aria, I would take the Yumi, I would take the Shure Tape, I would take the Tin Hi-Fi P1. Yeah, I would take all. In fact, I would take the Legacy 2 because it's actually got bass to it. I would take all of those before I spent my money on the Campfire Audio Satsumas. Not that it's a bad earphone; it's perfectly listenable. It's just that it's competing against the Chinese market at this point. So I think that's going to be it. Or should I do best build quality? Best build quality, like who cares? These are all really well made earphones with the exception of 1, 2, maybe 3. The difference you've got here is resin shells versus metal. Resins have their properties. These are very nicely contoured, very ergonomically friendly, and they're very lightweight in comparison to metal. However, when you see earphones like this is something that you should probably look out for, is that if it's an all resin without a metal nozzle, like for example the TheAudio has the metal nozzle, if you drop it, this is going to possibly crack and splinter, whereas this is just going to be fine. And then a metal earphone itself is probably going to be absolutely no problems at all. So in terms of build quality, if you're going to be abusive to it, get metal. Otherwise, resin tends to hold up really, really nice, and it's got its properties and comfort and the sort of unique styling that you get on things like the Kinera Skuld and the Fearless Audio Roland, gorgeous looking earphones. But then that's not to underlook something like the Campfire Audios. The Campfire Audio Solaris are beautifully well made, and they're a full metal body earphone. Apart from that, is there anything that I really, really, really like here? I would say any of these ones. Love them. Absolutely love these. Tin Hi-Fi P1, just get a set and listen to it, and then you can sell it on or whatever. But I just think it sounds great when you're powering it properly. Great. Not as versatile sound-wise, the Kinera Skuld, not as versatile sound-wise in comparison to the Tribrid earphones, and that the same goes there. The Mammoth, dope set of earphones if you listen to a lot of bass music. They stand out as bass head earphones on this list. Arias, stunning value for money, great build quality, and lovely tuning. FiOS, I'm kind of bored with FiO. I don't really like FiO that much personally. I think FiO are one of these companies that they put out a lot of really nicely designed products, but whoever's tuning their earphones drives me nuts, because TheAudio have probably the best tuner in the game, and they're putting out stunning sounding earphones right now. FiO always, they have some good ones. The F87 is good. But some of the DAPs and some of the other stuff sound like weirdly cold or weird like artifacts to me that I just don't like. I really don't like the adaptive switching on this. I don't think it serves a purpose. The Shure Tape, I like them, but now we're getting into the territory of I would probably get something else for the money. And then this is probably into the I wouldn't buy category. Honeydew to Zen. So yeah, let's go back to this. Wonderfully smooth. If you can get them at a good price, doing a DK3001, get them. Wonderfully smooth. BESaudioreview are actually really, really, really good. I really like them. I don't know why I've put them so low down. Harmonic Down PD1, very unique sounding earphone. I rate them. They're good. The Blonde, I love the design. Tuning a little bit bassy, but these are good kickabouts at earphones. These, let's not speak about them. Don't like the filter switches. The Legacy 2, great value for money. Beryllium driver, balanced armature at $100 with resin shell. Looks great, great accessories. Now we get into like the Honeydew, overpriced for what it is, sound wise, but lovely campfire audio build. Duno Zen, too specialized towards the Asian market. It sounds great with K-pop and J-rock, but versatility wise it's just not there. The KZs are phenomenal, best KZs that have ever been made sound wise, very bulky, and still have the KZ cable, but these are really good value for money in terms of sound, under $200. H2O, just feel that they're just a little bit cheap. Holocene, Campfire Audio Holocene, too neutral, too flat for everyday listening. But if you're somebody that likes a really balanced earphone, then that's a good one for you. HIGH Crystal 6 is not competitive at its price point. It competes against things like the Canera Skuld and SAP and Duno SA6, which, you know, all three of them are better. So why would I rank them highly? BESaudio, overpriced. I explained that already. Same with the Satsumas, nice earphones, nice packaging and stuff like that, but just, you know, if you're talking about getting a balance of nice accessories, nice packaging, nice body, how much are you willing to give up on sound? And then right down at the trash panda status is the TFZ My Love Vajazzled sparkly horrible earphones. So that's it. That's going to be it for this review. That concludes this. If you're wondering why I did this, again, it comes down to the subscribers. I said to the subscribers that the main purpose of this channel is to do direct head-to-head comparisons on earphones. Do you want to see this compared to this, this compared to this, you know, because I always say that, you know, I can tell you this has good bass, but how does it have bass in response to this? Like, tell me which one has more, which one has better soundstage, which one has better detail retrieval. And then I think that way you can make a decision. So I'd said that to the subscribers, that anybody subscribed to the channel, you can always leave comments and ask for direct head-to-heads. And I think somebody left a cheeky comment on one of the videos saying, compare everything. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, okay, let's do it. I still have another 100 or so earphones sitting around, but I'm displaced with the COVID situation just now, so I can't fly home. I have to quarantine. So it's not easy for me to get all my earphones in one place. But this is what I have here. I maybe have another 30 or so in a storage locker here, but I think these are a good example of different technologies, balanced armatures, hybrids, different price points, tribrids, resin shells, metal shells, and stuff like that. So I'm going to end this video by saying, if you're subscribed to the channel, go ahead and ask me for recommendations, and I'll tell you what I would do. If you like the way I listen to music, there's a good chance that you like the same earphones as I like. I'm going to just point you in the right direction for the way I would spend my money. Most of the time, that's just a way that you can take maybe some things that you've not thought about. You know, if you're thinking about Fearless Audio, but what about the Canera Skuld? Go and do some research, think about it, think about your purchase, and buy it. In terms of how the channel is going to progress, that's it. It's going to be like, we're going to do the individual reviews, but we're also going to do these sort of fun videos. It might not be fun for you, but I actually enjoyed myself making these videos, and I really enjoy having the discussion with you guys down in the comment section and making these videos for you to try and help out. I really like to help. Like, it's a confusing place, and there's not a lot of options to test things side by side. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm coming in under 20 minutes. Thank you for this. I'm out.